Did you know that, according to the American Heart Association, over 70% of strokes occur in the morning within just 3 hours after waking up? It is frightening to realize that many people believe they are healthy, they exercise, they eat regularly, yet they do not know that just a few minutes at the start of the day can determine the survival of their brain. Even more concerning is that most people over the age of 60 do not realize this. There are habits that seem harmless, such as not drinking water, eating salty breakfasts, or forgetting to take medication on time, but they are quietly doubling the risk of stroke. But do not worry. The good news is that by changing just one small morning habit, you can reduce your risk of stroke by up to 50%. That number could help protect your memory, your independence, and even your lifespan. In this video, I will share with you 8 simple things that require no money, no equipment, but can save your brain every morning. If you are over 60, please watch this video until the end. It might change how you take care of your health every day. What country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. Do you experience anything similar in the morning? Feel free to share so we can all improve our health as we age. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, because I will be back with more helpful tips just for you. Morning marks the beginning of a new day. But for people over the age of 60, it is also the time when the brain and cardiovascular system are at their most vulnerable. It is no coincidence that, according to data from the American Heart Association, the majority of strokes occur between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. Have you ever wondered why this happens? While we sleep, the heart rate slows down, blood pressure stabilizes, and the body gradually loses water through breathing and sweating. Then, upon waking, everything changes suddenly. The body immediately releases a series of hormones to help us wake up. One of them is cortisol, a hormone linked to stress. Cortisol not only makes the heart beat faster, but also causes a sudden rise in blood pressure. This is why, right after you get out of bed, if your body is not properly prepared, it may go into shock without you even realizing it. On top of that, dehydration from the night makes the blood thicker and slows down circulation. This increases the risk of blood clots. If a clot travels to the brain, it can lead to an ischemic stroke. If it reaches the heart, it may trigger a heart attack. And if you already have a history of high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol, which are all common in older adults, the risk becomes even greater. The concerning part is that most of us do not feel anything unusual in the morning. There is no pain, not fatigue, just a bit of dizziness when standing up, or an extended sense of sleepiness. But inside the body, blood pressure may be rising fast, and thickened blood might be threatening every small vessel in the brain. That is why understanding what happens in the first 30 minutes of the day is a critical first step to protecting yourself. Do not wait for a crisis to start caring about your morning health. And do not worry, because right after this, I will share with you a series of small and simple habits that can help you stay far away from the silent threat of stroke. The first habit is drinking water right after waking up. After a long night of restful sleep, your body is like a garden that has just gone through a warm, dry spell. It is dehydrated, parched, and needs to be gently refreshed to start the new day. One simple habit that can protect your brain every morning is drinking a glass of plain water immediately after waking up. Not coffee, not tea, but plain water, slightly warm or at room temperature. About 200 to 300 milliliters, which is roughly one full glass. You can prepare the glass or water bottle beside your bed the night before. As soon as you open your eyes, even before getting out of bed, just reach over, take the water, and sip slowly in small gulps. Why is this so important? During sleep, your body loses water through breathing and sweat. Your blood becomes thicker in the early morning, and blood flow slows down. This increases the likelihood of blood clots, which are the main cause of more than 85% of strokes. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that drinking water right after waking helps thin the blood, promotes circulation, and significantly reduces the risk of a sudden spike in morning blood pressure. In addition, water helps gently activate the kidneys and supports the elimination of toxins accumulated overnight, especially if you need to take blood pressure or heart medication in the morning. Water becomes even more essential. Medicine only works effectively when it is absorbed in a well-hydrated body. Many people take their pills but forget to drink water. This not only reduces the medication's effectiveness, but also harms the stomach and kidneys. If you want to add extra benefits, you can squeeze a few drops of fresh lemon into your glass to support digestion and circulation. But plain water alone is already good enough. A simple act, taking less than 1 minute, but it can protect you from hours in the hospital. The second habit is deep breathing for 5 minutes in the morning. After your first glass of water, the next thing you can do to protect your brain is to do nothing at all. Just sit still, close your eyes, and breathe. It may sound simple, but science has proven that with just 5 minutes of deep breathing every morning, you can lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, stabilize your heart rate, and most importantly, supply your brain with a steady flow of oxygen. When you first wake up, your mind often rushes to think about all the things you need to do. Take your medication, go to the market, prepare breakfast, call the doctor. All those thoughts, even small ones, trigger your body to release a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol makes your heart beat faster, raises your blood pressure, and causes the blood vessels in your brain to become overly strained. But if you start the day with a moment of stillness, even just 20 minutes, you are sending your body a very important message. It is okay. We are safe. The method is very simple. You can sit on your bed or in a comfortable chair. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Then exhale slowly for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle for 5 minutes. You can count silently in your head or simply feel the air moving in and out of your body. According to a study from Tufts University, just practicing this breathing routine every morning can help older adults lower their systolic blood pressure by 10 to 15 points on average after just a few weeks. In addition, deep breathing helps increase blood flow to the brain, improving alertness and memory. If you have ever felt lightheaded when standing up in the morning or often forget small things during the day, then 5 minutes of proper breathing might be the missing piece. The third habit is avoiding salty foods in the morning. After you have had your water and taken a few minutes to breathe deeply and help your blood circulate better, the next step to protect your heart and brain each morning is to take a closer look at your breakfast. One common mistake many older adults make is eating too much salt at the start of the day. You may not be eating potato chips or fast food, but familiar items like bread with cheese, spread, fried eggs, pickles, canned meats, or even instant cereals can contain a surprising amount of hidden salt. When you first wake up, your blood vessels are still contracted and your body is dehydrated after a long night. If you consume extra salt at this time, your body will immediately hold on to water to maintain balance, causing your blood pressure to rise quickly. And a spike in morning blood pressure is one of the leading causes of sudden strokes. A report from the American Heart Association shows that for people over 60, eating a breakfast with more than 0 milligrams of sodium, which is about 1 teaspoon of salt, can raise blood pressure by up to 20 points within just 2 hours. Even foods labeled as healthy or low fat can still contain high amounts of sodium. That is why, to start your morning more safely, you should choose lighter, lower sodium meals. For example, oatmeal cooked with plant-based milk topped with banana slices or a few walnuts, or you could have a boiled egg with steamed vegetables and a glass of green smoothie made with banana and chia seeds. If you want more flavor, try replacing salt with natural herbs like ginger, turmeric, basil, or cinnamon. These spices not only enhance taste, but also help reduce inflammation and stabilize blood pressure. The important thing is you do not need to give up your old habits all at once. Just try reducing a little salt from your breakfast each day. And notice the gentle changes in your body. You may feel less tired, more clear-headed, and a little less pressure in your body. And if you are taking blood pressure medication, eating less salt in the morning can also help the medicine work more effectively. A small change, but one that can help you avoid a major risk. The fourth habit is taking a light walk for 10 to 15 minutes after waking up. If you have started your morning with a glass of water, a few minutes of deep breathing, and a light, low sodium meal, then the next step is like a gift for both your heart and your brain. It is taking a gentle walk for 10 to 15 minutes. You do not need to go to the park. You do not need running shoes, and you do not even need to leave your house. All you need to do is stand up and walk slowly around the room. down the hallway, or step out onto the balcony to breathe in some fresh air. Why is walking after waking up so important? When you lie down all night, blood flow slows down, blood vessels tend to constrict, and oxygen to the brain is reduced. If after waking up, you continue to sit in one place, like eating breakfast and then watching television, your circulation has not yet been fully activated. This increases the risk of blood clots, high blood pressure, and reduced blood flow to the brain. A study from McMaster University in Canada found that older adults who take a light walk each morning can lower their risk of stroke from blocked arteries by up to 30% and also reduce the risk of early memory loss. Not only that, walking helps stabilize blood sugar, improve balance, enhance mood, and reduce silent inflammation in the body, which is closely linked to many chronic conditions in later life. You do not need to walk fast, and you do not need to sweat. Just walk slowly, breathe evenly, and if possible, combine your walk with gentle morning sunlight. Morning sunlight helps regulate your body's natural rhythm and can help you sleep better at night. If you have never tried this habit before, start today. Even if it is just 5 minutes, just a few steps each morning can pull your body out of its sluggish state, improve circulation, and give your brain more oxygen. Every step you take is a step toward protecting your own health. The fifth habit is stretching the neck and shoulders for 3 minutes. After a gentle walk that gets your blood flowing throughout the body, do you know which area needs special attention to help blood reach your brain more easily each morning? It is the neck and shoulder region, where major arteries pass through to directly supply the brain. In older adults, even slight joint stiffness or poor sleeping posture can cause this area to become compressed, reducing the amount of blood and oxygen reaching the brain without you even noticing. That feeling of dizziness when standing up, blurry vision, or loss of balance in the morning may not be because you are weak, but because your brain is not getting enough blood at the right time. This condition is known by doctors as vertebrobasilar insufficiency, and it can lead to a very silent form of stroke. The good news is that you can completely prevent this with a simple stretching routine that takes less than 3 minutes. Stretching the neck and shoulders helps relax the muscles, release pressure on blood vessels, increase circulation, and make you feel noticeably more alert. You can do this right on your bed or just after standing up. Gently tilt your head from side to side, then look down and slowly look up, followed by slow shoulder rolls forward and backward a few times. The key is to move slowly and evenly. The more regularly you do this each morning, the lighter your neck will feel, the less heavy your head becomes, and most importantly, your mind will feel calmer and more balanced. Instead of struggling with morning dizziness, try combining this with the deep breathing exercise you learned earlier, and you will feel your whole body gently reset in a relaxed and peaceful way. A little care for your neck and shoulders each morning is how you protect your memory and alertness every single day. The sixth and seventh habits are checking blood pressure and eating foods rich in potassium and magnesium. If there is one simple action that has been called the silent lifesaver for senior health, it is checking your blood pressure every morning. You may feel healthy and go about your daily life as usual, but high blood pressure often shows no clear symptoms. That is why it is called the silent killer. Each morning when you wake up, your blood pressure naturally rises slightly. But if you already have hypertension, that small rise can quickly exceed safe limits within just a few minutes. If you ignore this moment and do not know your blood pressure reading, you will not know what your body needs, and you may unknowingly face a dangerous situation. The best way is to measure your blood pressure within 1 hour of waking. Before eating breakfast or drinking coffee, use an automatic upper arm monitor, as wrist monitors are often less accurate. After measuring, you can write the number in a notebook or use a simple phone app. This not only helps you track daily changes, but also gives your doctor a clearer picture if adjustments to your medication are needed. In addition to measuring your blood pressure, adding the right minerals to your breakfast is also a smart way to naturally stabilize your levels. The two most important minerals are potassium and magnesium. Potassium helps flush out excess salt from the body, which gently lowers blood pressure. Magnesium helps relax blood vessels, making it easier for blood to circulate. When combined, these two nutrients form a powerful duo that protects the brain's blood vessels. You can find them in simple foods like bananas, avocados, spinach, plain yogurt, almonds, pumpkin seeds, or a small amount of chia seeds mixed into oatmeal. You do not need to eat a lot Just include them regularly each morning. Your body will receive steady support from within. If you are looking for a natural way to protect your heart and brain without adding more medication, this is something you should start as early as tomorrow morning. The 8th habit is taking blood pressure medication on time. Among all the morning habits you can practice, taking your blood pressure medication on time may be the most important action to protect your brain from the risk of stroke. It may sound simple, but in reality, many older adults miss their morning dose just because they are busy, forget, or think that since they feel fine today, they do not need it. But feeling fine does not mean your blood pressure is stable. That good feeling might simply be the result of the medication working. And once you skip a dose, your blood pressure can start to rise again within just a few hours without you even knowing it. Especially in the morning, when blood pressure naturally tends to increase, not taking your medication on time can cause your levels to climb beyond the safe range. Experts from the American Heart Association emphasize that skipping a morning dose can double the risk of stroke within 24 hours for seniors with existing health conditions. That is why, no matter what else you do in the morning, whether it is drinking water, practicing breathing, eating a healthy breakfast, or going for a walk, taking your blood pressure medication on time must always be your top priority. You can easily build this habit by using a weekly pill organizer, setting a phone alarm, or using free reminder apps. If you tend to forget, try placing the pill box next to your bedside water glass, or stick a small reminder note on your bathroom mirror. And most importantly, never stop or change your medication on your own just because you think you are better. If you ever want to adjust anything, always talk to your healthcare provider first. One small pill, taking less than a minute to swallow, can prevent events that might otherwise keep you in the hospital for weeks. So if there is one morning habit you absolutely must not skip, it is taking your blood pressure medicine on time in the right way every single day. You and I have just gone through 8 morning habits that may seem small, but can make a big difference for your health after the age of 60. From a glass of water right after waking up, a few minutes of deep breathing, a light low sodium breakfast, to slow walking, gentle neck and shoulder stretches, checking blood pressure, eating the right foods, and taking medication on time. Each of these actions may only take a few minutes, but when repeated daily, they become a strong shield that protects you from silent threats like stroke, high blood pressure, or memory loss. The most important thing I want to emphasize is that you do not need to change everything in one day. Just choose 1 or 2 habits that feel easiest for you to begin with. Maybe it is drinking water as soon as you open your eyes. Maybe it is checking your blood pressure before breakfast. Maybe it is taking a few slow steps around the house under the soft morning light. Then gradually, these habits will come together into a healthy morning routine, forming a strong foundation for the days ahead. Just one small action each morning can help your heart beat more gently, your mind stay clearer, and your life become more peaceful. Start tomorrow. Or if you are hearing this on a morning today, start right now. I believe you can do it. If you found today's information helpful, do not forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving gentle, practical, and caring guidance for senior health. We will be sharing more tips about diet, movement, and natural herbs to help older adults live healthier, more independent, and happier lives each day. And if you are already practicing one of these habits, please share it below, because your story might be the inspiration someone else needs to start their journey today.